G'day and welcome back to another Circuba trip report. Today I'm starting my journey at Brisbane International Airport and we'll be flying to Wellington, the capital of New Zealand, on board Air New Zealand's Airbus A321neo. For our flight today, we'll be checking in at row number 3 down the north end of the terminal. Unfortunately, the walk to get there at this time of morning is particularly difficult as we have to navigate through hundreds of flyers outbound on the Friday morning rush hour here at Brisbane, one of the busiest times for departures in the week. Arriving at the Air New Zealand check-in row, almost every kiosk is occupied at this point, as multiple Air New Zealand flights leave at this time of morning. While we get checked in, I think it's best to run you through how Air New Zealand schedules and operates their multiple daily flights to Brisbane. Air New Zealand operates flights from 3 destinations across New Zealand to Brisbane, those destinations being Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch. 3 daily flights operate to and from Auckland with a mix of A320neos, A321neos, Boeing 777-300ERs and Boeing 787s, and then there's 1 daily flight from Wellington and Christchurch with a mix of A320neos and A321neos. To be able to connect Brisbane to the 3 destinations with the most efficiency, a pair of A320neo or A321neo aircraft leave Auckland and Christchurch in the early morning as NZ141 or NZ207, and then they return to New Zealand as either NZ142 or as the Wellington service NZ272. The Wellington aircraft heads back to Brisbane and either returns home as NZ148 to Auckland or NZ206 back to Christchurch. Even around the corner past the main walkway in the terminal, there are plenty of check-in kiosks to accommodate for the influx of Air New Zealand travellers. Moving on from that now, and we're on to baggage drop-off. Fortunately, the line is short, as only a handful of people finish with check-in at a time, and because baggage drop is automated here at Brisbane, allowing for fast drop-off times. Pretty much beyond baggage drop, all non-passengers are prohibited from continuing on, as through the departure archway and down the escalators is security and passport control. Once passengers pass through passport control, you're greeted with a labyrinth of duty-free stores, mostly cosmetic stores with the JB Hi-Fi around the middle of the walkway. It takes about a minute or 2 to get through there, but once you do, you're greeted with the main seating/concourse area within the terminal. Since we're flying out around Christmas time, the tree here is decorated festively, but past the seating is the view out towards the International Apron, which covers the entire span of the eastern wall. But for now, we need to find our gate and settle in before I can explore the terminal any further. After a long walk down the northern wing, we've made it to gate 74B where our flight will depart from. So for now, it's time to go walkabout to see what's on offer here in the international terminal. Okay, I'm not going to go into immense depth here, but I'll be starting off at gate 84 at the end of the south wing. Along the entire south wing, there isn't much aside from a bit of seating along the walkway and some vending machines. Oh, and also some more amazing views out onto the apron. The windows along the north and south wing are a lot less dirty than the windows at the main concourse, so if you're looking to do some terminal photography before you depart, then avoid the main concourse as best as possible. Entering the concourse area now, and there is an absolute myriad of food and drink stores, consisting of bars, fast food, and small cafes. Plus, there are plenty of souvenir and specialty duty-free stores. Most importantly, there's also lots of seating options for those opting to wait in the concourse instead of out by the gates. Most seating areas do have charging outlets here at Brisbane, and there are also dozens of ATM machines across the terminal. Entering the north wing, and most of it is the same as the southern wing, just endless hallway and seating around each gate. And here's our aircraft for today, Zulu Kilo November Foxtrot, a 5-year-old Airbus A321neo, arriving in from Christchurch as NZ207. After a bit of a wait for deboarding and clean-up, it's now time for boarding.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want to give them to each of them?
Yeah, I
It'll
will.
be faster to board.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
Perfect, that's all good.
Thank you. On board, Air New Zealand configures their international A321neos with an all-economy cabin consisting of 217 seats in a primarily 3x3 seating layout, with some exceptions towards the rear of the cabin. After quite some walking, here's our seat for today, seat 20F. Now that we're on board and seated, it's time to quickly run through what's on offer in our seat. Here we have the tray table which folds out towards us and which seems to have some crumbs left over from the flight beforehand. A bit disappointing, but not a huge issue. Below that is the seat back pocket where I put these earbuds that were left on every seat on boarding.
Well, a very good morning everybody from the flight deck, Captain James Club speaking. On behalf of myself and First Officer Kurt Mestrovich, a very warm welcome aboard this flight 272, shortly bound for Wellington. Great pleasure to have you all on board this morning. Well, we're just about to close the front door, get underway. Short taxi out, and then taking on towards the north on the right hand of the two north-facing runways here at Brisbane. Make a right-hand turn, set heading for Wellington. Flight time through to New Zealand today, just a little over 3 hours and 20 minutes. Take off to touchdown. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you in the safe and capable hands of your in-flight service manager, Justina, and her team of Sawyer, Oscar, Randa, and Alicia. Now, shortly they're going to play you a safety briefing, and I'd really appreciate it if you gave them your full attention. Thank you.
Moving on, we have the sick bag and the safety card, as well as another small pocket where I've put my phone and hand sanitizer. Sitting up straight, the legroom on this flight is about a hand and 3 fingers, which is plenty to feel comfortable. Keep in mind, I am 5'10" or 178 centimeters. Below the seat, there appears to be no universal power outlets, although below the IFE are some USB outlets, and the audio plug to connect the free earbuds to. Above the seat is the adjustable fan, a light, and crew call button. Behind me is an adjustable headrest, which you can adjust from the sides and vertically too. Right in front of us here is the IFE screen, which I must say excited me once I remembered Air New Zealand has them on board their A321neos. I'll just be getting the map up for now, just before we depart.
As the aircraft doors now closed, ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Small, lightweight handheld electronic devices may be used at any time, however these must be switched to flight mode now. Wi-Fi is available shortly after takeoff and will be free of charge for the duration of your flight. You're also welcome to use Bluetooth. After selecting flight mode, turn Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on. All cellular functions must remain off.
If we do need to evacuate, leave your bags behind. Time out, cool. Forwards. More balls and hips. Lightweight handheld electronic devices can be used at any time, but must be switched to flight mode first. Cellular functions must remain off at all times. Bluetooth and in-flight Wi-Fi are available. After switching your device to flight mode, turn on Wi-Fi. For more information, check your in-flight entertainment screen. Stow larger items in the overhead locker or in a bag underneath the seat in front. Ensure handheld devices are secured in your hand, in your clothing, or in your seat pocket. If you lose your device in the seat, please call your flight attendant for help. For more information, have a look at the safety card in the seat pocket in front of you, or ask a flight attendant.
Just seconds left. Oh, what have we got here? Big Sister Dame Bell Adams enters the court. Oh no, it's a betrayal. The Rockets have taken the win. Pandalorian! safety message.
To all our passengers, thanks for flying Air New Zealand.
Now we're in the air, I think it's about time I open up these earplugs and have a look at what's on offer on the Inflight entertainment. The earplugs are coloured to match the Air New Zealand purple with white and black at the ends. but for now, let's click off the map and start with movies and TV. Clearly from this alone, you can tell there's quite a lot of options of genres or types of films you'd want to watch, with plenty of films under each category. Going back out to the main menu now, let's have a look at music and audio. Here you'll find a number of podcasts, audiobooks, and songs sorted into specialised playlists. Interestingly, Air New Zealand also offers games within their IFE, although there isn't a lot of options to choose from. Now, another feature of the IFE is if you're flying with kids, you can show them a special interactive kids map, which looks next to identical to the normal one, except with animals on top of each continent. You can also check out the weather within the IFE, details about your flight, and other options such as learning about Air New Zealand, airpoints, and how to access in-flight Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, the refreshments tab isn't available from takeoff, so I'll update you when it becomes available.
Thanks, the captain speaking. Just a couple of bumps coming up. Switch the seatbelt sign back on, so if you can just remain seated with your seatbelt comfortably fastened. Thank you.
I'll take the scrambled eggs and sausage one, yeah. Alright, we're about a third of the way across the Tasman, so breakfast has been served. Just ignore my GoPro gear. I got the scrambled eggs meal choice that comes with a pain au chocolat, a small fruit bowl, wooden utensils, and then the actual meal itself. I hadn't had food in quite a while, so looking at my breakfast made me real hungry real quick. So I'll enjoy my meal in peace now. Okay, it's been a bit after breakfast was served and the refreshments tab is now available. You're able to order drinks from alcohol to juices to soft drinks, wines, and tea, all for free. And despite having a snack tab, there aren't any available to order at the moment, which is a bit disappointing. We're about an hour out from descending into Wellington now, so I'll run through a couple more things on board before we land. Connecting to the airplane's Wi-Fi was a little tricky for me, as I did things in the wrong order despite having instructions in front of me on the IFE. Anyways, what you need to do is connect to the flight Wi-Fi first, then scan the QR code on the IFE or just enter the web address before you'll need to enter your email address. It'll then tell you whether there will be a continued connection over the duration of your flight before telling you what's restricted on their Wi-Fi. Once you get through those steps, you will be at their main homepage. From here on out, you can access emails, social media, and messages. Just remember when you're on board to stick to what's allowed. Hello and welcome to the toilet, where Air New Zealand strangely decides to play some music for you. I'll keep this toilet review brief. And there's the toilet, the sink with some soap and water, which confused me a bit. There's a bar along the toilet in case of turbulence, a large window by the sink, what appears to be lining for the toilet seat, and some tissues. Along the other wall seems to be some homey sort of images, and above the toilet is an adjustable fan. It's currently 11:26 in Brisbane. We're about 25 minutes out from landing now, so let's get into it. Thank you for watching, and thanks for making it to the end of this video. This flight was an amazing start to my trip to New Zealand, and I'm so glad to have flown with Air New Zealand. It only occurred to me mid-flight that the airline was indeed a full-service carrier, which was an amazing change of pace from other carriers in the region like Virgin Australia and Jetstar, which I fly with a lot. Anyways, overall it was an amazing experience, by far the best economy seat I've flown on. But now I have to catch my connection onto Christchurch, so I'll see you again very soon.